Hi, Caitlin. You have chosen a beautiful image. I think it might still not be in black and white, though. It looks like it has a little hint of color to it. So go ahead and change that to black and white in Photoshop and then re-import that. But you have such a gorgeous image to work with. And then you have well-written text, but it's kind of placed everywhere, all over this beautiful image. I really think you should let the image speak for itself and kind of condense that text and move it down out of the way so that you can just let this area shine. I went ahead and reworked it a little bit. I'm going to take your ad and here we're going to kind of place it. I put one below it that I want to show you. Okay, so I think you were kind of debating probably whether to make your text black or white and what was going to show up the best. I really think white's going to work better on your ad. If you see what I've done, I've taken your great keywords that you have and just made them white and all uppercase, and you did a good job in picking out a easy to read serif, but this one looks a little bit like a typewriter, or it just somehow looks a little digital. So I chose Helvetica Neue Light, just to so that it wouldn't compete with this cool script that you've got going on, this handwritten look that looks very casual and very Outer Banks. I wanted to do something that wasn't going to compete with that. In fact, I meant to change this too. Let me change that real quick. Okay, and I think we can go ahead and do all caps and space that out too. Okay, that's just going to keep it consistent with the rest of the ad. Okay, so we've cleaned this up. This image is coming in from the right, and it just looked to me like it would balance the information well to have this line coming in over here. I really think this probably should be all caps too. Okay. So just the juxtaposition of this coming in from the right, this coming in from the left, it kind of grounds your information. It gives it your eye a visual place to rest. It also highlights the contact information, and since it's the focus is here, you don't have to write the word contact us. People just obviously know, okay, that's the contact information. Here's your secondary type. It's a great sentence. I just don't think that it needs to have as much of a prominent placement as you gave it. Your headline, I was able to move down into this great white space where the sun gives it a really warm area right in its center. The pier kind of leads right to that area. It's just a really good resting place for this text. Your logo's fine. It's kind of looks like maybe you drew it in the sand. You know, it's kind of rough and looks very beachy. I did add an extra stroke weight to the edges of the sun just to give it a little bit more visual presence. These seemed a little thin to me. And when I look at this, my eye first looks at this shape and then it looks at the O. But by adding extra weight, I feel like you see it more as a sun, and then you see the letters. Because here, this was the dominant shape, so the weight balances out and makes it look more like a sun. I hope all of that makes sense. If you have questions, call or email me. But I hope you can see how I was able to take your really good idea and just bump it up one level of sophistication and organization to create a tourism ad. Thanks so much, Caitlin.